Hi everyone! Welcome to Svita's menu. Today we're gonna make a potato casserole. This recipe has everything I love. It's super easy to prepare and turns out absolutely delicious. Of course, since it's a potato casserole, we'll need potatoes. I have 1 kilogram of potatoes here. Next, we'll need some ground meat. I'm using 500 grams of ground pork. Then, we'll need 2 onions. I've already chopped mine using a blender. Next, about 150 grams of cheese. I'm using shredded cheese that melts well. Mozzarella works great for this. We'll also need a couple of tablespoons of sour cream. Any kind, any fat content. And of course, salt and pepper. Feel free to add your favorite spices to taste. We'll need to grate all our potatoes using a coarse grater. You know, in Belarus, potatoes are a big deal. People even call them the second bread. Belarus is a country in Eastern Europe, known for its longtime president, Alexander Lukashenko, and its strong Soviet roots. But aside from politics, Belarus is famously in love with potatoes. They show up in nearly every traditional dish, especially draniki, those crispy potato pancakes everyone loves. I've already grated all the potatoes. Now we'll set them aside. They'll release some juice. Once the potatoes release the juice, we'll squeeze them out and continue cooking. In the meantime, let's get to the meat. Add the onions to the ground meat. I used 2 onions, a bit more than medium-sized. Next, we add salt. I think about half a teaspoon should be enough. Then add pepper, as much as you like. Go with what feels right for your taste. Now mix everything together. Potatoes may be the star, but the meat filling is what gives this dish its heartiness. In Belarusian homes, this kind of simple, savory mix is a staple, comforting, filling, and made with everyday ingredients. It's all about balance. That's it, the meat mixture is ready. Now let's start assembling the casserole. Take a baking dish, drizzle a bit of oil, and grease the bottom and sides. Now we'll add the potatoes. But before that, I've already squeezed the potatoes to remove the excess liquid. We'll season them with a bit of salt and pepper, then mix well. Make sure to squeeze the potatoes thoroughly so they're not too wet. Now divide the potatoes visually in half. Spread the first half into the dish and even it out. Potatoes have a long and fascinating history. Originally from the Andes in South America, they were brought to Europe in the 16th century and quickly became a staple in many countries. In Belarus, potatoes are more than just food. They're a national symbol. The climate and soil make it perfect for growing them, and Belarusians have developed hundreds of recipes. Fun fact: Belarus is among the top potato-consuming countries per capita. From pancakes to dumplings, potatoes are everywhere, shaping both tradition and daily meals. Potatoes are the world's 4th largest food crop after rice, wheat, and corn. They contain more potassium than bananas and are naturally fat-free. There are over 4,000 varieties of potatoes, mostly found in the Andes. Amazingly, potatoes were the first vegetable grown in space aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia in 1995. Potatoes are about 80% water and 20% solids, making them surprisingly hydrating. They're rich in vitamin C, especially when eaten with the skin. 1 medium potato provides about 30% of the daily recommended intake. Despite their reputation, when not fried, they're a healthy, nutrient-dense food suitable for many diets. The second layer will be our ground meat. Ground meat is one of the most versatile ingredients in kitchens around the world. Whether it's beef, pork, chicken, turkey, or lamb, ground meat serves as the base for countless dishes, from burgers and meatballs to pasta sauces and casseroles. It's made by finely chopping or grinding cuts of meat, often with a balance of lean and fatty parts to ensure both flavor and moisture. I've spread the meat evenly over the potatoes. Now we'll take the remaining potatoes. Into them, we'll mix the cheese and sour cream. Stir everything together well. Cheese is one of the oldest man-made foods, dating back over 7,000 years. There are more than 1,800 distinct types of cheese worldwide, each varying by milk type, bacteria, mold, and aging method. Casu marzu, a Sardinian cheese, is known for containing live insect larvae and is considered a delicacy. Some cheeses, like Roquefort and Stilton, are aged in caves to maintain specific humidity and temperature. Parmesan must legally be aged at least 12 months and made in specific regions of Italy. Interestingly, cheese contains casein, which can trigger dopamine release, making it mildly addictive to some people. This will be our third layer. Spread this cheesy potato mixture over the meat. Smooth it out nicely. Casseroles, often seen as simple comfort food, have a surprisingly rich and varied history. The word casserole comes from the French word for saucepan, but the concept dates back to ancient times when ingredients were baked slowly in earthenware pots. In medieval Europe, layered grain and meat dishes resembled modern casseroles. During the 1950s in America, casseroles became a symbol of domestic efficiency, thanks to canned soups and frozen vegetables. In Finland, traditional Christmas casseroles are sweetened with malt or carrot. Some cultures, like Morocco, use tagines, cone-lidded pots that function like casseroles, braising food slowly. Interestingly, early casserole recipes were often sweet, not savory. Today, casseroles serve as a canvas for creativity, transforming leftovers into entirely new meals, blending textures and flavors in a single comforting dish. Here's what it looks like now. Time to bake it in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 40 to 50 minutes. Keep an eye on your oven. If the top starts to brown too quickly, you can cover it with foil. It really depends on your oven. The casserole is done, and just look at how delicious it looks. Now I'm going to cut a piece and we'll see how it tastes. Look at that, everyone. Here's what we've got. Nah, it looks absolutely mouth-watering. And the taste? Just amazing. I recommend serving it with some sour cream. Everything baked perfectly. That's how it turns out. Trust me, it's really, really tasty. I highly recommend trying it out. Your family and friends will love it. That's all for today. This was Sveta's Menu. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and all the best to you. Bye-bye.